John Brown, the guy that started Zion Oil, is a friend, and I see John. I've been over to Israel. I've seen where what they're doing, where they're doing it, and so on and so forth. I cannot, in all good, I can't treat Zion any different. About 2 years ago, I put Zion. A year and a half ago, I put it on my sell list. I said sell it. It was up. It was, I don't know what it was. It was $5 a share or something like that. I said, I think it's a good time to sell. And I have to say, in my own personal IRA and some of the other things that I manage, I did not sell it because I figured, hey, I'm in this for the nation of Israel. But John Brown gets on me all the time over this. And he says, oh, you don't have any faith. You don't believe in Scripture. And I said, no. I have lots of faith. I do believe in Scripture. I know the oil's there. I don't know that Zion's going to be the company to find it, but I do know that the oil's there. Zion, when they are starting to grow their capitalization a little bit, their wealth, their money, and that is good news. But I need to see their free cash flow to be grown a little bit more, because the problem we know this much about the oil in Israel. It is very, very deep. It is deeper than any other oil in the Middle East. It is below 10,000 feet. The problem with drilling in Israel right now, there's not the rigs available to drill that deep. Now, Zion has a rig that can drill deep. They had to pretty much build it. But remember, you've got Muslim countries around Israel. They're not selling. You can't buy anything. There's rigs all around that could drill that deep, but you can't buy them because they don't want to appear as though they're supporting Israel. So it's a very difficult place to work. It's a difficult place to drill. The oil's there. There's no doubt about it. The natural gas reserves being one of the largest in the world that they've already found. That is in the Levant Basin, which is part of, again, goes all the way onshore. There's a big area in Israel where the Levant Basin continues, where there's gas, there's oil. We know there's oil there. It's just a matter of who's going to find it. Would I put $20,000. If I had $20,000, I can't tell you to put it in there because I don't think it's the right thing to do. But here's the thing. I say it's not the right thing to do, not because it's Zion. I would say that about ExxonMobil, too. I wouldn't put all your eggs in one basket in anything. I don't think it's the right thing to do. Would it be, if you want to buy, at whatever it is today, $1.75 or whatever it is, if you want to buy, $5,000-$6,000 worth of that stock, I would be okay with it. But it's not on my buy list yet. It's still not on my buy list. But nonetheless, certainly I think it's at a good price compared to where it's been, over the last 5 years. I mean, or not 5 years, but I would say last 2 years. I mean, it's at a pretty good place. I love the company. I love John Brown because I know his heart. He is a solid believer. He wants desperately to help the nation of Israel. This is something that's going to do that. If they can hang in there, and they've hung in a long time, I think they're going to do very, very well. I think they're going to do it. My question is, can they hang in there? It costs tens of millions of dollars to drill one hole. And when you look at their capitalization, they've got maybe enough for one hole. I mean, and it's a very, it's undercapitalized for the kind of work they're doing and for as expensive as it is to do it. And I'm concerned about that. And I'm not concerned about the oil being there. I'm just a little bit concerned that they can hang in there, and I hope they do.